Hey guys, let's talk about some advantages of being an adult apprentice or mature age apprentice. And in this next installment, we love carpentry. G'day guys, Chris here, Midlife Carpentry. Thank you for joining me for another installment. Let's have a chat about some of the advantages of being an adult or mature age apprentice. But off the bat, not here to offend any of the younger apprentices as well. I think you guys may be able to utilize some of this information to help apply for an apprenticeship. All right, some of these are good attributes, and you may have these already in play and stuff in your repertoire for resumes and stuff. So yeah, have a listen in. There might be stuff on here that could help you find a job later on. All right, guys, let's get into it. Key points, I suppose, that I'd like to talk about. I mean, we've spoken a lot about the sort of downsides to being a mature age or adult apprentice. You're talking about the soreness, the body aches that just doesn't seem to ever go away. The finance side of things as well. That side of it, the working out in the elements as well, that might be another side of it too. You've gone from an office job out into the weather and the elements as well. So, but they're more negatives. Let's talk about some positives. Let's talk about some advantages of being a mature age apprentice or adult apprentice, okay? So, probably one of the biggest things I think from an employer perspective, as well as obviously yourself as well, that you can actually bring a lot to the table. So, you can bring past experience. So that's one of the first points I'd like to raise, is that, you know, someone who has basically lived a good chunk of their life, done what they've had to do. They may have bought a house, they may have renovated a house, they may have done a little project out in the shed and built something, or helped out a mate, you know, build a fence or whatever. So past experiences and stuff, very important attribute that you can bring into your apprenticeship and trade and into the workplace for an employer and stuff. So yeah, they can have that bonus as well. Tools are another one. So with past experience, obviously you may already have some tools as well that you utilize. So as opposed to an apprentice who has just come out of school, for example, they'd have to purchase their own tools from scratch as well. Whereas over a period of time in your life, often most people collect a degree of tools, varying in different qualities probably. Some of them you probably find won't be to the standard that you need commercially, but you get the idea. They'll still do the job for you, and that's what you'll want. So yeah, so tools are another one. So past tools that you have already existing. So I've got some stuff that I've had for years and I'm still using today in my job, in my current apprenticeship. So yeah, tools are one. Another thing is a reliable vehicle. Okay, so obviously you've been living your life, you've probably got a family and stuff like that, so you may have two vehicles, or you have a mate who has one that you can have access to, or mum and dad set me up with this one. So you've got opportunities there to have a vehicle as well, as opposed to someone straight out of school often won't have a vehicle, may need to be dropped off, may need to be picked up. That's another little advantage as well. So vehicle's another advantage, I think. Money. So past savings or money and stuff that you have. So you have a bit of a backing to yourself. So, you know, backing to buy tools, backing to be able to support your family, that sort of thing. So some of that advantage you'll have as well. So money to back yourself with growth in tools and growth in, you know, improving your vehicle if you want to make it better fitted out, or getting a better vehicle to be more suited for the job, that sort of thing. Having a spouse who can, you know, help look after the cash flow and all that sort of thing when you're an apprentice as well. So I think that's an advantage as well, is that you can have savings and stuff behind you which will help purchase tools, which, well, what I've done, like that's exactly the position that I'm in at the moment, and that's something I'll talk about later on down the track as well in a separate video about 40 volt, 80 volt tools, things that I bought as well. So we'll have a chat about that later. Okay. Probably another one of the good little attributes I've found is your ability to talk to people too. As I know when I was younger, like I obviously wasn't quite the outlandish fellow or anything really. I don't think I was. I was still relatively friendly to people, but I kept my mouth shut a lot. and sometimes you miss out on opportunities, or you miss out on helping someone out just by asking a question. So yeah, so I think it's important that as an adult, as a grown up, I guess you could say, or a family member and stuff like that, you ask the question, like you genuinely sort of, you almost look after the younger apprentices as well to a degree. So you kind of help them out where you can, give them a bit of guidance and stuff on bits and pieces. I mean, don't get me wrong, they will show you stuff too that you probably haven't even experienced as well. So it's a two-way street, but yeah, the fact that you can speak up. So if you see something that you're not sure about, or you just want to communicate with other people in general, like whether it be your boss, whether it be someone else already on site, somebody that you're dealing with completely different from your normal workforce. So yeah, being able to communicate, I think that's important. So another side of it, which I'd say most young apprentices will have as well, is your support network of people that you know and have built up relationships with and stuff like that. So as a younger person, you'd have your friends and all that sort of thing. But as you get older, you have other contacts and stuff that you've known from other jobs or past jobs you've had, which can be advantageous to the business and stuff that you're already involved in. Create new contacts, that sort of thing. So it can help grow a business just by putting someone on who's got other contacts around the place. So it's just those relationships, keeping those relationships open with people. So yeah, I think that's another good one for being an apprentice. As a mature age or adult apprentice, you actually have contacts which you can introduce to your employer. Okay, yeah, so hopefully that sort of helped clear up a couple of little uncertainties about taking on an apprenticeship. As an adult, or as mature age apprentice, adult apprentice, there's actually two different types. There is, so from 45 you're a mature age, from anything under that till 21 you're an adult apprentice, and so on. Anything under that you're classed as an apprentice. So different pay rates and stuff will come into play there. So, but yeah, look, hopefully this has helped out you make a decision about wanting to become an apprentice, or it's helped an employer make a decision about you becoming an apprentice. So if you've got a guy who, so if you're trying to sell yourself to an employer to say, hey, put me on, I've got this, this, and this, and this, use some of these points that I've just raised. Like they are key points. And even a young apprentice who's just left school trying to find a job and trying to start an apprenticeship, look, put these points forward. Mention that you've got your own vehicle, you've got some tools already and stuff. These little things will help you get a job. These little things will help you get a foot in the door compared to someone else that's trying to apply for the job. So I hope you enjoyed our little discussion today, guys. Well, it's a lovely Friday afternoon here in Cairns. A little bit overcast at the moment, but I'm about to go open a nice new bottle of rum and enjoy my Friday afternoon. So build on, legends. I hope you guys had a cracker of a week, and enjoy your weekend. Take care, and we'll chat again soon, eh? See you guys. Bye.